Father, will bless you. Teach us your word in the name of Jesus. This is parental blessings, part 2. We're going to take our text from Genesis chapter 49, verse 8 to 12. Now, verse 8 to 12 talks about the blessings of Jacob on his son Judah. So we have looked at the blessings of Jacob on Reuben, on Levi, and one other son in the previous series. But in this part 2 series now, we'll be looking at the blessings of Jacob on Judah. Now let's consider the content of verse 8 to 12. Judah, thou art he whom thy brethren shall praise. Thy hands shall be in the neck of thy enemies. Thy father's children shall bow down before thee. Judah is a lion's whelp. From the prey, my son, thou art gone up. He stooped down, he crouched as a lion, and as an old lion, who shall arouse him? Verse 5. The scepter shall not depart from Judah, nor a lawgiver from between his feet, until Shiloh come. Verse 6. Unto you shall the gathering of the people be. Verse 7. Binding his foal unto wine, and his heart cut unto the choice of vine. He washed his garment in wine, and his clothes in the blood of grapes. Verse 8. His eyes shall be red with wine, and his teeth white with milk. These were the 8 statements Jacob made when it was Judah's turn to hear from his father. Though Judah did some wrong things, some wrong things in the past, but later he changed and began a journey into rightness. And because of this, most of his errors was not picked by his father while his father was addressing him. That you have done wrong things before is not even the issue. The issue is, have you turned away from those evil ways? That you have a bad past is not the issue. The issue is, have you changed? Are you getting it? So it is when you have changed that those past events will no longer affect you. But if you have not changed, then those past events will still have power over your life. What will affect your future is not what you have changed from. It is where you currently choose to walk, because every day we build and reform our future. So your past may not have enough power to affect your future if you have changed from it. Judah was the one who suggested that Joseph be sold to strangers in exchange for currency. He was also the one who left his family just because he wanted to marry. And obviously, from the occurrence in his family, it was clear that his choice in marriage was wrong. This was because he put his family out of it. But suddenly, Judah began to change for a better. He went to the father and spoke with him to release Benjamin to follow them to Egypt, and he promised to bring him back safely, which he did. In Egypt, he became the spokesman for his brothers, and he was the one who said they will not go until Benjamin is released. The one who did not mind selling out his brother now began to fight for the release of his brother. So the first statement shows that Judah's effort is commendable. Those things Judah now begin to do after he had changed from his evil ways was very commendable. That's why the father said, Judah, thou art he that your brethren will praise. That means you have done something worthy of an appraisal. The role Judah played in ensuring that everything go right in the family was significant. It was like Judah took the place of Reuben, because all the 8 pronouncements made on Judah by the father were the proclamations of a firstborn. The second statement shows that Judah's enemies will never experience peace, because his hand will be on their neck. That is to say, the easiest way to lose your peace is to choose to be an enemy of Judah, because your peace will be tampered with. The third statement shows that Judah will become great and mighty. This is true because the father said, "Thy father's son shall bow down before thee." In the fourth statement, Judah was compared to a lion's whelp, which means that he is a lion cub. Is a cub. He was referred to as one who was born by a lion, one who is related to a lion. That is why Jesus was referred to as the Lion of the tribe of Judah. For Jesus to carry the identity of a lion on earth, he had to link up to the lineage of Judah, because that, that lionic feature was given to Judah spiritually based on his father's pronouncement on him. Since Judah is the lion's whelp, which is also the same as the lion's cub or offspring, and Jesus is the lion of the tribe of Judah, it means that Judah is Jesus' whelp, which means that Judah is Jesus' cub or Jesus' offspring, because the only lion in the tribe of Judah is Jesus. So every member in that lineage, in the lineage of Judah, are cubs because they came from Jesus, the lion. The tribe of Judah now became the tribe of lions because of the father's blessing. Don't let anyone fool you into believing that you don't need the Father's blessing. Any life that lacks the Father's blessings will move in an unspecific direction until, on the fourth statement, okay, still on the fourth statement, the Father said, "Who shall arouse Judah?" This question was asked because of how dangerous it will be to arouse Judah. Arousing Judah is like waking up. It's like choosing to wake a lion from sleep. Of course, you know how dangerous that will be. Based on this fourth statement, it is clear that the most deadliest tribe of Israel is the tribe of Judah, because messing with them is the same as messing with a lion. The number 5 statement spoken to Judah also reveal that they will be the judiciary arm of the tribe of Israel. The father said, "The scepter will not depart from Judah." What is, a scepter? We are going to continue from here in the next series. This is the wisdom of God. Don't sell it.